28,516.
28516. 516.
Los caballeros.
28,516 bello.
You have to move fast, man.
Monday, January 29th, 2024. Welcome back. Oh, what do we do today? What were we up to? A lot.
Several things.
We had breakfast downstairs. Kind of at the same time as eating breakfast, because I finished breakfast before everybody else. Started doing crossword, and then I had no idea how far these two were going to take it. I was dealing with a puzzle that sucked. They call it easy crossword, and that just makes me feel dumber than a sack of rocks, because some of these are hard for me. I don't get the whole crossword thing. I'm not in on that culture. After like 90 minutes of playing crossword after breakfast, they've got grandpa involved in the whole 9 yards, and I'm hearing some of the clues they're reading out loud, and they are grasping at straws. So I'm like, if I don't step in and do something, we're going to be here until dinner. So I just start Googling random ones and just throwing out the answers, whether they like it or not. And once you've heard an answer, it's not like you can pretend you didn't hear that. It just, you gotta write it down. So we stopped playing crossword finally. Once we did that, we drove around to run some errands. We took our fancy water jug and got it refilled with new purified water.
Currently looking to buy water from Riverlo's Electrical Auto Parts. Yep. They sell electrical parts, vehicle diagnostic, check engine. Ooh, they repair starters and alternators. I bet we're gonna need that before we leave. Yeah, don't wish that on us. And then they also sell water. Oh, they also offer office services, affidavits, weddings, wills, declarations, letters, contracts, agreements. This is really your one-stop shop. You could come in with your broken car, and while they're fixing it,
Enjoy some water.
While getting married, and then
write up
and
a
then
will.
and then just head out on your honeymoon. You know what this looks like? This looks like they're at the racetrack and they're putting in their bets on the ponies.
Yeah, it does look like that.
Let me put 500 down on Seabiscuit.
Little bacon.
Let me put 500 down on Whistling Granny. Oh, wow. There it is.
Oh my.
And they got a new cap for us.
No cap.
No cap.
This is how much weight Johnny's lost with Nutrisystem.
Yeah, that seems about right. Do you remember when
We should make our own crossword clue. Office services and electrical auto parts, and the answer can be
Oasis.
Water. We got frustrated with the crossword this morning.
At
At least I did.
Ooh, doggy. Ay.
Then we went and we wanted to go get meat pies to bring to, because today at Help Age there was like a potluck. So we wanted to bring meat pies as our contribution, because you know that we're not cooking anything. And the meat pie stand was closed, despite multiple people telling us it was fine and it was open. I don't think I've ever gone by that meat pie stand when it's open, ever. So really curious when that's open. So then we were already near the graveyard, so I said, let's go to the graveyard and let's go find Jamila's grave, or tomb. And that is the memorial or the funeral that we attended last year. So then from there, we went and got tamales from this guy we saw on a bicycle, like another quarter mile up the road. And he and Dad got into a conversation about UDP and PUP and all sorts of politics for like 35-40 minutes. And so we got his name was Jose. He's a really nice guy. He's actually from Shaibe, so he's riding his bike all the way out here to sell tamales.
Live Aruela, Consejo.
Oh, you live with a Consejo?
No,
Okay.
I live Shaibe. I come circle Ranchito, so come wrong.
Oh, you live at Shaibe?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Luckily, we ran into him, so we had something to contribute, and then we went to the Help Age meeting, which was from 1 to 3. And at the Help Age, everybody kind of dropped off their contributions, and then we were sitting there chatting for 15-20 minutes. And then Miss Gomez, who's in charge of this Help Age chapter, she asked for 10 men and 10 women to come outside, and there were only like 10 guys total at the most. So we all had to participate. We all got to participate. And we went outside, and everybody got a number, 0 through 9. So we had a boys team and a girls team. And the objective was you were to, from left to right, recreate the number that Miss Gomez would shout out. So if it was 37, person who was holding the 3 and the person that's holding the 7 need to go up there and find their order. Now those are really easy rounds, and then it got to like 52,080 or 63,074. And so, you know, there's only 10 people on a team to begin with, and the bottom age to be in this group is 55. And so the men's team had 3 individuals that are, well, actually, you could be a part of the group. Sorry to Elliot. So there was one legality.
It was a memory game.
Yeah, there was one person that we had that was legal, but Johnny and I brought down our team's average significantly. And so that we had a lot of fun. I mean, everybody had a good time with it, but we absolutely obliterated the women's team. And I felt bad. And it was perfect. There was one round, I was kind of, so once she said the number, she would say it, you know, as if you're writing it out. So she'd say 15,080 or something like that. And so to be more efficient, I would go like this to my team, the men's team, and I'd say, okay, 150880, or I guess 15,180 or something, because you can't use two numbers twice. I'd say 152280, so that, you know, people just had to hear their number. But my issue was, if an 8 was involved, which was the number I was holding, I completely forgot about my actual task of going up there, and I just shouted things out, and then they're like, "Where's the 8? Where's the 8?" And I'm like, "Oh crap, I'm the 8." So they never let me down for that.
9,381.
9381, 9381, 9381. Who's won?
We're here.
Oh, it's me.
You give the number.
I was shouting, I wasn't thinking. Gosh dang it.
Mine was very fun.
Oh man. Okay, I'll do both jobs this time.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the microphone.
oh my gosh.
Just give you a chance to win.
But it allowed the ladies to win a couple of times, so I don't feel that bad.
He said 4 ladies that were need to win. So
You didn't want to continue because you lose. We made you win.
he's right. Good when you win. Okay.
So yeah, that was fun. And then we might incorporate some of those games with the kids, actually. That was a pretty creative game. We thought of doing it with words, maybe. So, because I think there's a good chance one of the groups would have 26 kids in total, at least.
Actually, that's a good idea.
So that would be fun. So we did that, and then we did a different game where it was like everybody kind of participated, and everybody was sitting down in the main building, And Ms. Gomez said, you're supposed to shout,
That is me.
"That is me."
That is me.
So she'd say a statement, and then if you identify with that statement, you'd say, "That is me." And you're supposed to stand up, and it's supposed to be this kind of physical, interactive game, and then people, you get to learn about everybody else. So it was like, I go to church, or I was a teacher, or am a teacher, I was a nurse, or I am a nurse, I have a car, I love my grandkids, this and that. So people got really into that. And then we had a potluck, and the potluck, it was like, somebody hands you one thing, you barely get done with it. Here's another thing, barely get done with it. Here's another thing, not done with it. Here's another thing. I think by the time it was over, there were like 9 different courses that got thrown out to everybody.
Here we are at Live Age, just chilling. We just finished a buffet with like a million different courses. It was crazy.
Just this abundance of food.
Yeah.
And Johnny discovered his love for jicama.
Is it any good, Johnny?
It's pretty good. I could not describe the taste to you, but it's good.
So we had that, we had sandwiches, we had sweetbreads, we had cookies,
Johnny cakes.
Fruit bowl,
Sandwiches.
grape juice, the whole freaking kit and caboodle. Okay, so the Help Age did that for a couple hours, and then we drove to San Narciso after that. So we came home, freshened up a little bit, and then we drove out to San Narciso, and that's where Grandma's cousin lives with her grandchildren, and actually her cousin's mom is there too. So the kids live there with their grandma and their great grandma, and the parents of these children were working or whatnot, or some of them don't live here. I'm not quite certain on the story there, but we got to hang out with them for a little bit, and then we Florencia, is that right? Florencia Roberts, she served us watermelon. That was nice. Johnny loves his watermelon.
Not related to the Dread Pirate Roberts, though.
No. And then we got to see, we got to talk to some of the kids too. So I remember Nathan there last year. I don't recall the other two.
The girls weren't there.
The girls weren't there, so it was just Nathan. So last year, Jordan and I had hung out with Nathan for a little bit, and we brought him little toys and trinkets. And that's the Army Man that Jordan eventually threw on the roof, and the kid probably never got to play with it again. So I brought him some new toys this time, and he really liked them. I got him some little tech decks, skateboards, and some wind-up cars and things of that nature. And he was all over that. And he was kind of excited to see us again, which was endearing. So yeah, we hung out with them. We took some photos with them, so I'll throw those on here too. We were able to use the photo printer, print some out for them to keep. That was cool. Connected with her on Facebook, so now we're connected digitally. And yeah, from there we took off. Like I said, we were there for maybe 45 minutes to an hour tops. We hung out with them. Then we came back, and on the way back, we attempted to get fuel at Jordan's favorite gas station.
And then we go through the arch and just pull up to the left. And we pull into somebody's backyard and just park there. And then some guy comes out with a big old tin bucket. And he looks at the car and he kind of saunters over and gets gas. And then he just tips it in. And I'm like, is this rocket fuel? Like, what are we actually putting in this vehicle right now? That was one of the more bizarre things that I've noticed.
Basically just pull into somebody's backyard and you buy bootleg gas from Mexico.
Welcome to your daily installment of Pill Camera, everyone. We're currently getting gas for the car. Fun fact, most cars don't even need to run on gas. You can just dump vegetable oil in them.
Or vodka or tequila.
Yeah, well, I guess vegetable oil for the diesel cars, but yeah. So when you go down to the liquor store, just grab an extra bottle, put it in your car.
So yeah, from there we came home, and then we decided we wanted to get some dinner. So we went to dinner closer to town. Nice restaurant. They had killer Belizean food. Salbutes, fried jacks, tostadas. That's kind of the spread of what we got. I don't think anybody ventured outside of those options.
I got some garnachos.
Johnny got some
Yeah,
garnachos.
bananas too, but we didn't get any bananas.
Really good food. So we fed 5 of us for $20 US with a tip. So
And it was a lot.
pretty good deal. Yeah, it was a lot of food.
What was your favorite?
The fried jack.
I think mine was still the salbutes. Those are just killer.
Fried jack's good.
But the fried jacks were a close, very close contender. When I washed my hands, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a bed for the children below the desk there. Did you catch that?
No.
I took a video of it. I'll patch it in here. So, it's amazing. Yeah, there was definitely a bed for the kids to sleep on. And there were like 3 different little tiny pillows on it. So there were 3 kids on this foam pad that sleep under this restaurant counter probably every night. Wow. Wild stuff. And then, yeah, that entire time from the drive back from the gas station to throughout the entire dinner and all the way until we parked the car back here at home, Grandpa was giving Johnny the Belize history rundown, covering politics, Guatemala. What else did you guys talk about? Poor Johnny asked one question.
Columbus.
No, I was really interested. You're pretty much starting from its inception, when people started settling this area,
Okay.
up to today.
That's a lot to cover in that amount of time.
No, it was very interesting.
So, glad you liked it.
Yeah.
Grandpa likes to chat. He never figured out green glass door today. You can take coffee through the green glass door, but you can't take tea.
You can take books through the green glass door, but you can't take magazines.
You can take puzzles and you can take crosswords through the green glass door, but you can't take paper.
Oh. I found out one bunch yesterday, but I couldn't figure it out.
I gave him so many hints. I literally said green glass and door have all those words have something in common in terms of how they're spelled. And he still doesn't have an answer. So tomorrow I might just tell him. But then, like I told Johnny, once he figures it out, I'm going to tell him the one about Grandma likes coffee, but she doesn't like tea. And that one's going to drive him bonkers. Can't wait. I'm also telling him some new jokes. So we've been having fun with that. So yeah, then we came home. Now we're just doing our vlog for the night. Tomorrow we're going to Shipyard. I'm very excited about that. Anything you guys want to add? Any part of your days that stuck out that I didn't talk about?
No.
We were at the cemetery and it got a little sketchy. We decided to leave there quick.
Yeah, there was a group of
They're probably okay.
community characters that came through there on a truck. And I think they were there to clean a certain grave.
I think so.
I think they were hired, and I think they were fine. But you never know. And we're in a graveyard defenseless. So, yeah.
Also showed Johnny the rebar that was stuck out that guy almost hit the grave with. Johnny saw the rebar.
Oh, last year this guy just ate crap at the funeral. He was one of the guys that was responsible for actually being a mason worker on the stones, covering up the tomb after she was put in it. And I said this last year, I'm pretty sure, but it's the pinnacle of emotion for this family because they never see their grandmother or their mother again, whatever. And this guy just eats it off of this cement platform and smacks his whole body, but his arm in particular, into her grave. There's no way he didn't break his arm. I mean, the guy was practically in tears, and he's a grown freaking man standing there trying to keep a straight face. He couldn't even finish the job of closing up the tomb after that. Oh my gosh! And so the whole time, of course,
pass.
we're just distantly enough related to this whole thing last year, and so Jordan and I and Dad are like trying so hard to not lose it, sitting in these plastic chairs. I mean, it's already so funny. You're all sitting in chairs, and half the people are falling over and going into ditches because the graveyard is literally like drunken Amish terrain in there, sinkholes and things.
So many moles.
And yeah, that guy ate it, and oh man, that took everything. I got an ab workout that day from holding in my laughter. Oh, I felt so bad, but it was so funny. It was so freaking funny. Oh, what I would give for a tape of that. That was already the second sermon for the day, and both of them were in Spanish, so pretty sure Jordan said it last year, but you get one Spanish sermon from Jordan, and then he's out. So, anyways.
I'll be honest with you.
Please.
You got one Spanish sermon for Jordan. And then the second one, I was...
Yeah, no, I was watching ants and birds, and... I will go, just go watch that video.
You'll like this one, Jordan.
I'll link the video up here. Just go watch it. Man, oh man, that was funny. So anyways, yeah, we took Johnny to the scene of the accident. Oh man. But yeah. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. We'll cut it here. See you tomorrow. And he and Grandma went to go pick up one of their friends for the
Help aid.
Oh my gosh, it's never gonna click. I wanted to say Lucky Aid that time.
This is called the friend camera.
The friend.
Or we can call it the tickle camera.
Oh, don't you dare. Miss Gomez, who is in charge of this Lucky Age, Help Age.
Like, howdy there, kids. Is your chest like shaped like a trapezoid, so it like kicks it off at an angle every now and then?
Can't take this kid anywhere.
Thanks for doing the laundry.
Oh, that's okay.
Do you take tips?
Take tips?
Oh, thank you very much.
Johnny can't stop it.
No. Text my mom.